Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
So the thing is, this is not a xenophobic attack. You know, yes, I get it. Social media and also another national that I don't want to I don't want to mention their names are trying to make it look like, oh, this is what Ghanaians have been doing to them. So that's what they are doing to Liberians as well. But this is so far as sorry. But so far as I am concerned, in my 30 something years, this is the first time something like this has happened. Not to say that it doesn't happen, but it is not a frequent thing that happens. Okay, Ghanaians are killing Liberians and all of that. That is not the case, and it has never been the case. This was an accident, and the good thing is that the culprit who did the crime, has been arrested. As a matter of fact, we Ghanaians are more concerned about how we look to foreigners than doing the actual crime. So we are very, very concerned. So if someone does something, if someone commits a crime, whether they are Ghanaian or not, we Ghanaians will be the very first people to report them. I give you an example about the Mamprobi child theft thing. It was actually the sister of the culprit who went to report for the culprit to be arrested. You get what I mean? So this they are trying to make it look like it's a social media, it's a xenophobic attack, but it is not a xenophobic attack. And the thing is that most of these things is not perpetrated by Liberians. So both of us have to be careful. Both Ghanaians and Liberians have to be careful. The people who are actually championing this Ghana versus Liberia thing, they are not actually Ghanaians. If you look at it deep down, there are some other foreign nationals. Like I said, I don't want to mention their names. They are making it look like, okay, yeah, Ghana don't like foreigners. That's what they've been doing to us. And now see they are doing it to Liberians. So they want to attach Liberians to themselves, and then they'll make it look like, okay, this is what is going on. But like I said, that is not the issue. This is completely first of its kind, and it's going to be stopped. Like I said, it's actually Ghanaians who are even more against it because we don't want to look bad to foreigners. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Let me see. The flow zone. Go ahead, and then after Warren James, please tap on the screen and share the live and the request to come up. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Um, we all heard what happened to the gentleman, and I heard the news. It was so sad, and we can't just like the way MS said. We have to hear from the police about what happened for for us to know exactly what happened. For us to know the whole situation, what happened and things. So we can't just be here and we just say, oh yeah, they've do this, they've done that, they do this, they've done that. You understand? Because um I think I met two or three people today that they know the guy that they say they both always like at the gym. You understand? They gym together and things that the guy is a quiet person. He doesn't talk. He doesn't. When if he went to the gym, he always put his earpiece in his ear. Like unless you went to him, like you go to him and have conversation with him before he will talk to you and things like. I even heard he's working at the around Sprinters here at the White House and things. They were all saying even most of the Ghanaians, like the people who know him, they will always the guy is very humble, this and this and this. They've never said any bad thing about the guy. People who know him. You understand? So I've been on social media, like I've been seeing the way some of the Liberians are like, oh yeah, these and these. The Ghanaians have been doing this to our brothers and things, which I think they just have to be patient and calm and let the police do their jobs and give and tell us what really happened, what's the real case is. So I think that's the only thing I can say.
Okay. Thank you. The flow. Warren James.
Good evening, bro. Good evening, family. I want to talk to my fellow Liberians that we Ghanaians, there's one thing you can see is the character of Ghanaians. Talk of our authorities.
You have a lot of background noise. Can you check that for us, please?
Yeah, I think it's better now.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, we Ghanaians, we have some character in Ghanaians. We protect foreigners and make sure foreigners are secure in our country. So our authority will make sure whoever is involved, that person will not go scot-free. I believe today some are taken to court, and I know there will be justice. But Liberians, how many times have you heard a Ghanaian on a life in Liberia in this country? Since you came to Ghana after the war, during the war, when you came to Ghana, no Liberian has been even, no Ghana has touched any Liberian just a single day. If not, what happened recently? So please, my fellow Liberians, take it cool. Don't do anything to Ghanaians in Liberia or Monrovia, because Ghanaians have done a lot. So please, cast your mind back and see the good side of Ghanaians and know how to handle our brothers and sisters over there. Ghanaians, we shall make sure justice is done to our brother that passed away. This is how I would say. We are all one. So please, my man, take it cool, eh? No fighting. TM, thank you so
Okay.
much.
Copy Plus TV.
Very much for giving me this opportunity. First of all, I would like to send my condolence to those people who are related to the deceased person and that of all concerned Liberians. To start with, I would say that we understand your grievances and your disturbances and how you feel, but then I think our Liberian brothers are going too overboard with the threat, and they're saying that they're going to also make sure that our brothers, Ghanaians living in Liberia, things will be they will make things uncomfortable for them and all those stuff. I think this act of issue is that the guy was not unalived because he was a Liberian. He was unalive out of a circumstance, a situation. I don't know if it was a mob justice or if it was an issue they were having. And it happens to every individual, not Liberians alone. Even in Ghana, we ourselves, it happens to us. There are mob justices going on. Even a senior military officer faced this. This is a situation that it is all over in Africa that we are trying to solve it. We are dealing with it. You see, the most important thing is that the government hasn't turned a deaf ear on it, and the police has apprehended those people who were involved. That is the most important thing they should consider. They shouldn't act, let me say, a bit of ungratefulness and then say they're going to make living very uncomfortable for those Ghanaians living in Liberia. I'm a lot bit disappointed in those people, those comments coming from our Liberian brothers, because we had a long history with the Liberians. We've accommodated them for years and all these things, and we never have done certain things to any of them before. So it is just an unfortunate incident. It can happen to even we Ghanaians. It used to happen to us. So they shouldn't think it's like the person was unalive because he wasn't a Liberian. That is not the case. He was unalive based on the circumstance, and it happens to everybody. So that is what I would want to say. They shouldn't go overboard and be threatening and be sending all those messages and all those stuff. We have been with them for a long time. We have been very good to them. And so they should also consider that way. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Please mute yourself for me. I don't know if you were eating. Anyway, Pascal. Pascal. Pascal, are you there? I'm going to invite you to unmute yourself, Pascal. Okay, you can accept it and unmute yourself. Pascal, are you there? Okay. Since Pascal is not there, NPK, you go ahead and give your submission. I'm going to drop Pascal. Go ahead, NPK.
Yeah, okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Hold on.
Um,
Hold on first. The king says put librarian there to talk as well. I cannot forcefully bring a librarian up. So a librarian will have to request. And I'm accepting anyone who requests. So go ahead, NPK.
okay. Thank you. First and foremost, I will please send my deepest sympathy or condolence to the family, everybody in Liberia, and the immediate family of the late Austin. Now, let's get this clear. We are black, both these two countries, Liberia and Ghana. We are black. We share common interests or common things for a long time. And if we are not being careful, this small issue these days, I can tell you for the fact that social media commentary has now become even famous more than physical. This is an unfortunate story which nobody will embrace it unless maybe our comments may try to drag things to where we don't expect it. Now, I understand my fellow Liberians with their emotional thoughts and their emotional comments. Yes, everybody can react that, but I also please urge them, please beg on their behalf that please, with due respect, let's calm down. Now, the common word that has been used from Sunday is we need justice. And we all understand justice begins from somewhere, especially in Ghana. Our justice system begins from arresting. And the people were arrested. I mean, the perpetrators, they were arrested. Yesterday or today, they were sent to court. And we are hoping that their next appearance or with in a hurried way, we will get a fair justice for our fellow Liberian, our energetic man who is living in Ghana, and by unfortunate this happened. So my fellow Liberians, nobody hope and praise for this. No, we never praise and thank again. Just recently, for a while, some 6 months or 8 months ago, a Senegalese was also being kidnapped. At the end of the day, he was also his life was being taken. When the investigation went on, we realized that it was even a different national who did that. I am not saying that those who did were not Ghanaians. I don't know. I can't justify. It could also happen. So when issues like this happen, we reason with it with maturity before we comment. So social media commentators, especially to my Liberian guy, please calm down. Please, with due respect, calm down. Let's come together. By the help of the two diplomatic officials, Ghana and Liberia, we will find justice for our beloved brother.
Okay. Thank you, MPK. The king, go ahead. I think the king doesn't agree with you with whatever you're saying. I'd like to hear what he has to say. The king.
Yeah, good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been in Ghana since 1999. I school in Ghana. I know there are a lot of good Ghanaians here. What I do my business is Ghana man that give it to me. I can remember when I'm much more younger, I fight with his son. And this guy, he said he loved me because the way I came out to fight for myself. And he take me since 1999. I have been son to that guy. But I know they are good Ghanaians, but you know, most of the Ghanaians, when they are talking something, they don't show that they are regret. They are warning us, Liberian, keep kind. When this thing happened in Nana AJ, we were aggressive on this. I mean, we talk about it. We make sure justice prevail before we kept silent. But some of them, their comment and thing. I post a video today, and a girl came on my video. I said some of the Ghanaians, what they did to Liberian is not good. I was clear about that. But she came to my comment section, and what she was saying is that the person had died, and he has been unalive, and the police arrest them, and we will bail them. those comments they were putting there warning me not to talk. Why do you guys want us to be silent? We are angry when you do wrong thing. You don't decide on how the person should respond to you. That's why it's not good to do wrong thing. So allow us for the pains to come down from our heart. Some of us, we know we are not insulting. We are not. I will not insult you, but when you insult, that is when our insult bite. But we are not insulting. We are angry and we are expressing our dissatisfaction. So don't be telling us to keep quiet. Yes, so many times people can arrest anybody, and at the end of the day, something will not happen. So we have to be pushing fire. We know how Africa run that issue. We have to be pushing fire till we see it with our eyes. When this thing happened, Ghanaian foreign minister, I don't know their foreign minister or their leaders came out and they spoke on TV when this happened on Nana AJ. But how many of your leaders are come or to speak to us to address this thing? Since we have been talking, it happened on a Friday. How many persons have talked to us? But Ghanaians will come out and they still want for people to be kind to them. Now, to all the Ghanaians that are talking, that you guys have kept us here and those things that you are talking, the good things that you have done. Look, before we even start, before we came to Ghana, let me let you to know, if you don't know the history, go back to Liberia. Go in Liberia and check. You will see that 15 to 20% of our population is made up with Ghanaians. For every community that you will go in Liberia, they have Ghanaians. And they are free to live in there. We live as one family there. We live as one family. We don't do no discrimination. So we know where we are coming from. When we are angry, we know where we are coming from. Now, I will make a video to post the video. So Ghanaians are in Liberia, so that they will show it. So that you people should know the amount of Ghanaians that are living in Liberia. Maybe you don't know. When I was small in class 2 in Liberia, it was Ghana women that were teaching. Most of the people that teach in Liberia during those days were Ghanaian. And the fishermen as well, it was Ghanaian. So it is not like maybe you keep her as refugee. So you have the right to do whatever you have to do. No, yes, we appreciate everything that you did for us. But it don't still qualify anyone to take their friend lives. And when the lives go, so that we should keep quiet, that will not happen. This thing happened to Feta Goma before. They went and slaughtered a Liberian guy there into pieces. So many times, if you don't know the record, you just try to be kind and ask people if you don't know. We face the same problem on the camp. They had certain things that Joe the Juker, Liberians who live there, they know. And that thing, it was, they used to come and juke us in the night with a spear, a long spear in the night. And we made our own vigilante. And this day, when they arrested a Ghanaian, they gave him to the police. And surprisingly for us, the police went and they dressed the guy in a police uniform and they let the guy to go. This is what brought the problem between Ghanaians and Liberians. It caused them to deport a lot of Liberians from Goma district. Many Ghanaians, they didn't know the truth. Even my Ghana father that even transporting from Ghana to Liberia, he didn't know the truth. He was very angry with Liberians. But when I explained this thing to him, and the newspaper that sometimes Ghanaian publish for Liberians, it's wrong. And this guy had a lot of newspaper, over 200 pieces. And I happened to explain things to him. This is how this guy began to like me. And he take me very good. He's a very good person. I will not deny that. So when we are addressing the wrong Ghanaian, the good ones, we are begging you, give a chance. They will express our dissatisfaction, our anger. That will be free. Some of us will know that not every Liberian will come out to say good thing. Yeah, maybe they are angry, but we Liberians, we don't have a bad heart to treat people bad. So it's just that we are angry. That is it.
Okay. Anyone wants
Can
to?
I ask him a question?
Yeah, hello. Can I say something?
Hold on. Can I
Hold on.
ask you, King?
Guys, please mute your mics. I think the lady started first. After then Kim will go. So Darrell, you can ask your question to him.
King, first of all, our condolences to the Liberian community in Ghana. And from the way you are speaking,